Everybody, this is Sean. Good morning. It's 6:14 a.m. If you're wherever you are in the world or wherever you are in the United States, hopefully a great day, or maybe you've had a great day or night because you worked the graveyard shift. Thank you everyone for your support. Please help me out by pressing the thumbs up button, subscribing, sharing, and commenting. In today's video, I am not going to show you nothing on camera, so there's no reason to look at your cell phone device or smart device or your computer. I got absolutely nothing to show you. What's up, Mike and Doug? Welcome to the live stream. I appreciate both of you guys. If you are driving on the road, this is a good, I guess, a podcast, so to speak, to listen to. I think we'll go on for maybe about 20 minutes. Unfortunately, I can't respond to the comments. As you guys can see, I am on the road. So there's going to be a huge market for executive protection for, I guess, the elite, right? Those who are able to afford it. But let's talk about the backstory. So last night in New York, the CEO, well, now the former CEO of United Healthcare was unalived in the streets of New York. What you basically have is this man is leaving, it looks like a hotel, or he's walking near a hotel. He's going somewhere, and you see this guy emerging from the shadows with a hoodie and it looked like a tan colored backpack. He approaches the CEO from the rear and starts engaging him, and it looks like there's possibly a suppressor attached to a pistol. It looks like moments before, there's another lady seen on frame, and he doesn't orient any of his threat to her. He just kind of ignores her, right? But the target is obviously the CEO of United Healthcare. He fires in the back of him, and all of a sudden his pistol malfunctions. Now, notice, guys, pistol, not a rifle. The media is going to say this is assassination, and they're going to start talking about assault weapons and so on and so forth. It's a pistol, okay? That's the number one choice for mass casualty incidents, or at least it was in certain times of the year. His gun malfunctions, and he fixes the problem, he fixes the malfunction, and gets back on his target and continues. He leaves on an e-bike, nowhere to be seen. NYPD investigates, they find some casings on the floor, and on the head stamp, on the casing, is the words defend, deny, and depose. Deny, defend, and depose. What is going on here in New York? What is going on in the United States? So just to break down that incident, a lot of people are saying this is a highly skilled individual. Let me talk real quick about suppressors. If you ever shot a suppressor on a pistol, you have to evaluate that pistol, right? You're adding anywhere between 10 to 12 ounces, maybe more or less, on the pistol's action. What normally happens when you touch the slide, I mean significantly, when the gun is cycling, well, you create your own stoppage, right? When you add weight to a pistol, you could possibly create a malfunction. Now, obviously, the load of the caliber, the load of the cartridge does have bearing on how the gun cycles. He did have a malfunction. He cleared it. There's a lot of people that are able to clear malfunctions. You don't need to be an expert. Okay? Now, if I was an expert sicario, right, I wouldn't pick a street where it's heavily traveled on, right? You probably pick some type of elevated position and give them precision fire and escape in the cloak of darkness. That's what I guess a trained person would do. But I guess the argument to you guys is like, well, he got away, didn't he? Yeah, he got away, but just because he got away, that doesn't make him an expert. He got very lucky. And quite honestly, guys, I'm gonna say this on camera. I think he's not gonna get caught. Unless he disclosed his intentions to somebody else. Unless he had maybe social media and he disclosed maybe not his intentions, but distrust of United Healthcare. Otherwise, I just don't think he's going to be caught. I mean, he could be caught right now. I could be wrong. I'm wrong a lot, but we shall see, right? Okay. So what else is going on? I was looking at those, on those words on the casings, and those of you guys who are in this business of private security, especially training, you guys probably recognize those words. I'm going to repeat them again. Deny, defend, and depose. Guys, the first two words I just mentioned, that goes to ALERT, the active shooter training from University of Texas. ALERT is your advanced law enforcement rapid response training. I am a level 1 instructor. I was trained by ALERT, and I'm also a CRASE instructor, CRASE instructor, which you can get that certification online. The other one, level 1 ALERT, you cannot get online. You have to go in person. But the methods of, I guess, surviving, right? The methods to ensure your survivability is to avoid, deny, and defend. I'll say that once again. Avoid, deny, defend. This person obviously does research. We've done some training with Randy Noontime, my good friend from Citywide Protection Services. What other companies does he own? From Global Veterans, right? And some of the questions in the class that was taught was, hey, isn't it possible that a student sitting here can get the information? And he brought up a good point. Yes, the would-be killers, assassins, those who are going to do some horrible things to human beings, they are sitting in the classroom with you. And that is a risk that you take when you give these active shooter trainings. And I'm pretty sure this person has done some research. I don't consider him a professional hitman. Again, you guys are going to argue that, saying he got away. And yeah, I guess I could drive the point home a little bit more by saying I just don't think he's going to get caught. I don't. I mean, they're going to scavenge the area. They're going to go through every single video footage they can, even hours, guys, even days before the attack. I mean, at NYPD, you have a full-time detective unit that's dedicated to investigating acts of terrorism or assassinations, right? Okay, now to the business part of this. My heart does go out to the family of the CEO, but but there's some rationale behind this, guys, and I'm going to lead into private security a lot more in a minute here. You're dealing with an insurance company that is the largest privately owned insurance company. They're worth, I think it was like $340 billion. To give you a level of perspective, BlackRock, which is basically an investment firm that manages financial assets, they're worth, I think it was like 8 trillion or 9 trillion. Yeah, 350 billion is not close to those numbers, but it is significant. I mean, do you guys have a $500 million? guys, I don't even have 1 million. I don't even have 100,000 under my name. Yeah. I don't have 1 billion, right? They're worth a lot of money. I don't know if you guys dealt with insurance companies, and this is going to lead to the frustration. This is, possible intentions, and this I will lead to private security. I'm just trying to develop my response real quick. So a lot of people have negative interactions with insurance. Some time ago, my beloved mother-in-law was experiencing a terrible healthcare problem, and they were denying her benefits, right? And I just saw her suffer. This poor lady, I'm telling you, I really do miss her. Suffering, sitting there while the insurance company was denying claims. And I saw the suffering in her own eyes, and it really disturbed me. It angered me, right? Now, I didn't think, let me go to the insurance company and unleash a fury of action on them. Like, no. It just got me to the point where it angered me, right? Fast forward a couple of years ago, my insurance company denied a claim for my eyes. Because of all the work that I do, I was growing skin over my pupils, right? Well, it came pretty close. Insurance company says, Sean, we're not going to approve your surgery because it's not over your eye yet. What? Are you kidding me? Or it's not too close to your eyes. So the doctor said, hey man, if this goes over your eye, you're going to have permanent irreversible scar tissue over your eye, which can impact your vision. So this insurance company was going to deny me a claim. Well, it's denying me that claim, guys. And again, it angered me to the point where I just didn't care about insurance companies, right? But did this bring me to a boiling point of unaliving people? No, it didn't. But the anger's there. What I see is somebody that possibly was angered about a healthcare situation. Maybe themselves, maybe a family member. I don't know. Does that justify homicide? No, it does not. Absolutely does not justify homicide. But what you're getting is people that are frustrated with the system, right? All over the place, all over the board. And what you're going to get is copycats. I hate to say this, but I have to say it once again. You're going to get copycats. So now, fast forward to private security. Guys, it amazes me that the CEO of United doesn't have executive protection 24/7. That is just insane. Just like what I discussed to you, there are a lot of angry people that are going to carry out further actions, guys. They're not going to be me, who's just going to be angered about the situation and really do nothing about it and vent on camera. There's people that are going to be trying this out because, hey, this guy got away. I'm going to do it too. Especially if somebody is dying from a loathsome disease and they have nothing to lose, they might take out all their anger on a CEO of an insurance company. And unfortunately, the CEO represents the insurance company. He makes $1 million a year. $1 million a year, and he can't afford a security detail on his own dime? You kidding me? Are you kidding me? Now, with stock options and other benefits, I think his pay actually comes out to $10 or $11 million. You really can't afford security. That's just crazy, guys. So in California, I'm speaking on behalf of California because I'm here. If you are a company, you have to use reasonable methods to protect your employees. I'm not saying that includes an executive protection detail, but you do have to protect them. And if there's an active threat, you do have to protect them. And guys, calling law enforcement and saying, hey, my life's been threatened, that ain't going to do nothing. They ain't going to do nothing. It'll help you it'll help investigate the crime at large, but for individual protection, it does nothing, or it does very minimal. What I think is going to happen, and I'm almost sure I'm the first on camera to say this, which doesn't really matter. to a lot of people, but there's going to be a high demand for executive protection. And because the media use the words assassination, unfortunately, I think a lot of these insurance companies, or these companies in general, they're not going to assign executive protection to their management staff or their CEOs. They're not, because they're going to say, well, assassination is generally reserved for politicians or somebody of high caliber or high status, like the CEO of United Healthcare. Our company is only worth $10 million or $100 million. We're not worth $350 billion. Therefore, we're going to place less significance to protecting our leaders. But on the other hand, you're going to get some guys in leadership management. They're going to say, you know what, our CEO, our manager is potentially at risk because of what happened, and now we need to start looking for security companies. So let's just say you own, I don't know, Big John's or ABC Security Company in your state, and you offer executive protection services. Guess what, guys? The numbers are going up. I think you're going to make a lot of money, unfortunately, because of this event. Again, my heart goes out to the family and prayers of the CEO that was murdered. But the reality of the situation is there's going to be an increase in business along the private security sector, right? Guys, I am in law enforcement. I've been in law enforcement and security a very long time, since 1998. And I'll be the first to tell you that no gun law, no restraining order, okay, no police department is going to protect you from somebody that's hell-bent on hurting you. The police agencies in your jurisdiction are not going to help to the point where it's adequate. Unless you are Kamala Harris, Joe Biden, or you're Trump, right? They are not going to provide that level of protection. So stand by. If you are a security company, I highly recommend you start advertising executive protection services. Maybe you can even market to insurance companies. Again, guys, insurance companies are high threats. Okay, just think about this. You're in the business of denying claims. You're in the business of denying livelihood of people, of human beings. You are a target, unfortunately. I would argue that this is possibly an act of terrorism. I would say yes, depending if the assassin's attempt is to change the way that we view our policies, right? Of denying claims, accepting claims. Guys, I mean, if you're in the insurance company business, all I can say is don't deny a reasonable claim. You know, you got people out there on their deathbed suffering. Like, help them and accept these claims, right? And get a fraud department to root out those fraudulent claims. Train people to do that. So that's all I got. Please comment in the comment section box below. I want to hear your take of this incident. Again, I am not giving any sympathy to the shooter's actions. They're wrong. That is homicide, and it is completely wrong. There's other ways of resolving situations. It doesn't have to lead to this. On the other end, in summary, those of you who have a security company, stand by for some inquiries. I give it a good solid year, maybe year and a half, that you're going to get inquiries for executive protection services. If you are a field level officer, security officer, or agent, expect more work. Mark my words, guys, there's going to be a lot more work for those of you who are in private security. And if you own or manage a security company, there's going to be more companies calling you. We just woke up to 24 hours later, guys, and it's just started. The business is about to boom. All right. So let me hear in the comment section box below, guys. I know a lot of you chatted in the live chat. Thank you. I think that you can replay it. I want you guys to look through all the comments. I see a lot of good people commenting, but also it's easier for other people to see the comments in the regular comment section box below. Guys, take care.